What is up, guys? I hope everyone's doing great. Thank you for joining me for the fourth installment of my little mixing series where we are looking at the song Your Demise by Feared and Ola Englund. So far, we have finished up the drums for the most part, and in this video we'll be focusing on getting a bass tone. If you have not seen the videos prior to this, I recommend going and watching those first if you want to see how we've already gotten to this point. If you don't care about how I got to this point with the drums, then don't go watch them, but this is the sound of where we're currently at. And today we will be adding in the bass and making hopefully a middle as hell bass tone. So this is what we are starting with. Cool. Let me fix that real quick. All right, so this is what we are working with. All right, so how do you start making a bass song? Because I could easily go to my tune track, easy mix, go down to Metal Guitar Gods 3, and just click on Feared Bass, and that'd be the easy way to do this. But that's boring. I don't want to do that. I want to make something a little bit more unique. So this is a very pretty dynamic sounding track. As you can see, it is. I don't think this was compressed on the way in. I think this is just a straight DI. So I am going to throw a compressor on. And I'm just going to grab a preset. All right, cool. That levels things out pretty nicely. I never, when I'm compressing bass, I never look at how much I'm reducing. I just kind of go by how it sounds when it sounds the best, I guess. I don't really have any other way to explain that. I'm sorry. Next, now that everything's nice and leveled out, I'm going to add a distortion stage, and my favorite way to do that is with the FabFilter Saturn. This is an awesome plugin because you can split the bands between, so like I have this section is still clean sounding, and this section over here is now distorted. So it allows me to do essentially what everyone does, where they split the bass onto two tracks, have one clean and one distorted, but I'm able to keep it all on one track. And I kind of prefer to do it this way because in real life, when you're using pedals and whatnot, which is how I like to record my bass, it's obviously just going through one single system. So this kind of simulates that a little bit better, in my opinion. Cool. So that's a cool distortion sound. Let's get cabinet in there. And I have a preset for that I came up with. And it's an Ampeg 8x10 with a 421, a D112, an SM7, and then this room one that I'll probably turn off because this is a metal song, and even though it's turned down by a lot. If anyone's wondering where I got these impulse responses, these are from redwires.com. It's just their SVT 810 impulse response. All of these are 1 inch at the cap edge. Pretty simple. So after that, I want a little bit more from my bass. So I am going to go grab... Where is it? This thing. Oh, what the fuck? This thing. I essentially just took the bass, made it a little bit brighter, brought it the bottom end to balance that out, and just kind of made it more. I like a really big bass. I feel like a bass is a huge part of the sound. Cool. And then an awesome little trick is to take this Neve style EQ, turn this to 750, which is just a magic spot, and just turn it up a little bit. And it's going to add some hunkiness and some nastiness, but in the end, it'll make it blend a lot better with guitars. It's not going to sound good soloed by itself, but it'll work out in the end. I did a high pass filter up to 50 to tame some of the subs, and I turned this drive knob on up to like 12 just for fun. Never done it before, but why not? Maybe it'll work out in the end. So after this is pretty much what I would call the bass tone for the most part. Got some solid lows. It's able to punch through the drums pretty well. So now it's time for some multi-band compression, because I like a super compressed bass. And I have a nice little preset called bass. And if you have this plugin, you can copy this down. If you have something similar to any kind of multi-band, I think they're all pretty much the same, except this one has this byte like switch to it. But all other, it's just a 4-band. All other multi-band compressors should be the same as this. And all this byte does is emulate different kind of compressors. Like, so as you go from one up to 10, it's like a different kind of compressor. You can look more of that up on the MIC-DSP website if you want, or if you have this plugin, just use this one and trust me. But this pretty much gets the bass sitting right where I want in the mix. It's kind of crazy because it doesn't EQ it, but there's some like slight gain boosts and drops in here, and then obviously it's compressing it. And usually I don't even have to mess with any of the settings. It's usually good to go from here. So let's just see what it does. So obviously, as you can hear, it's taming the low end a lot, but it's still retaining it. It's not losing the low end, it's just controlling it. And then it is boosting a little bit of this like 1K here, which is an area that I like to boost. Apparently my computer's having a hard time with video recording and mixing at the same time, but it'll get over it. Yeah, it's not having fun with this. Cool. I like how that bass is sounding. Now to finish it up, I'm just going to throw a limiter on there. And with the limiter, I'm just looking to get this, making sure that this is going all the time. All right, I think that's a pretty nice bass tone. I think it works pretty well with the drums. What I did there was I moved the bass out of the way of the kick a little bit. I wanted the bottom of the kick to kind of dominate that area, and I kind of felt like the bass and the kick drum were conflicting a little bit there. All right, I think that is going to finish up the bass tone for us. I think it sounds pretty awesome. All right, guys, well, thank you for checking out this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a like down below, comment what you liked about the video, and let me know what you guys want me to see me do with these guitars. If you want me to see me use plugins or reamp it through my Randall Satan, or whatever you guys want me to do, I really don't care. I'll do whatever. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see that next video, and thanks for watching.